we're working on, from a research perspective, and new sleep innovations that are coming. There are things that are in what we call phase 3. So it's the last trials before the either medicine or technology goes to the FDA for possible approval. And so there's several interesting things that are in the public domain. One of those is medication that is being looked at as one of the new therapies for some sleep apnea patients. So we're excited about the possibility of that entering our armamentarium for certain patients. There also are some novel devices that are being looked at that help open the airway that are different from the devices that are out there now that either force pressure into the throat, pull the jaw forward, or innervate the throat. So there's several things out there that are being tested, and we're going to see if they're going to get all the way. Others are going to be, how do the new drugs for weight loss, which are all the rage in the press and in the communities currently, how will they enter into this rubric of how we treat obstructive sleep apnea? And I think that's a tale that hasn't been written yet, but it appears to be coming soon. So we'll be talking about how that might be a very helpful therapy. So those are just a few things. I think also you're seeing now the new therapy for restless leg syndrome with the leg bands. They've been approved, and now our patients are starting to get them. And certainly what we're seeing is that patients that are using them medically under prescription are having a similar response consistent with the studies that got it approved. And so that's an exciting development as well. So we're seeing more and more therapies related to these other disease states. You still continue to have people that have difficulty sleeping, insomnia, and behavioral therapy coupled with medicines when needed continues to be the main therapy along those lines, although you are starting to see some other possibilities of brain adjustment with that. We, a few years ago, had a device that did some cooling front part of your forehead to help with the brain there that appeared to help with sleep. So you're seeing more of this sort of development occur. And then the other issues are I think you're going to see, and we're testing more consumer devices that will either on the front part of your forehead to help with the brain there that appeared, and then people can potentially start to use that to help modulate their sleep and behavior. And that's one of the things that we're seeing is when people came out with the Apple Watch and we measured steps, and then you took more steps, right? It was an action item. The question is, what's that for sleep? And we're going to see that, I hope.